everybody, America's favorite team.
Is Larry cutting in?
Larry. Larry cost me money last week, week 2. Fucking Nebraska. God, I told him Colorado's gonna get their asses beat, and sure enough, they went out there and got their ass beat. And I was sitting on the damn couch, mad as hell, because all summer we said Nebraska gonna beat the shit out of Colorado, and that's exactly what they did. So any of my summer picks, I'm not changing. I don't give a fuck if Stephen A. get on the show. I'm not changing my pick. Whatever I had in the summer, I'm not changing that shit. So week 1, you're getting boat raced. Georgia Tech gonna beat the shit out of you. Don't care what the spread is. I'm comfortable taking it up to 10. You're getting your ass beat. You love. Look
oh my God, bro. I actually second everything that's being said right now. Oh my
God. What was said?
Oh God. Go ahead, Ship. Go ahead, finish what you said, Ship.
Yeah, we're going through your schedule right here, Larry. You're getting your teeth kicked in by 10 week 1. That's a terrible game to start with. You're losing by 10. You're too much production. Shador Travis is 80% of your fucking offense and 70% of your defense. So how do you replace that? I have no idea. And I'm being generous. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's a good thing that that much of our offensive production is gone.
Yeah, so everybody else can fucking spread the ball around.
Now we can use tight ends and run the ball.
Facts. Stop throwing the ball 45 times a game. Delaware.
But hey, we're not gonna just roll over for Georgia Tech though.
No, you're getting your ass beat. You're getting your ass beat.
Hey, look, we got a good DC though. Our DC solid.
You're getting your ass beat.
Well, their O-line is good too, shit.
I don't give a shit. You're getting your ass beat. It may be competitive off of adrenaline. You're home for the first 17 minutes of football. But once they start getting that read option and that tricky shit like the Detroit Lions be doing, it's going to get ugly. But again, you're still losing 0-1. Delaware, you'll beat them 1-1. Houston.
Connor Wegman lost. I'm talking about Houston's losing. They're going to beat Houston.
I think wasn't Houston a big spender this year?
Yeah, they got Connor Wegman from Texas A&M.
Texas Tech is the biggest spender in Texas Tech and BYU is the big spenders in the Big 12.
They're not doing anything. We can move on.
Houston sucks. 2-1. Wyoming. I mean, you should be Wyoming. Who's Wyoming even have? I don't know what conference what are they in the MAC?
3-1.
We're beating
3-1. BYU, well, got to take a look now. They lost their quarterback, but I still think. Ooh, man, I don't know, man. BYU don't like y'all, so they be trying to fucking beat y'all. It's like the pros versus Joes, the fucking the cornballs versus the cool guys, and the cornballs being BYU. So they be coming.
It's at Colorado. If it was at BYU, I'd feel better about BYU winning. I think Colorado can win this game.
Can they though? I think BYU still. I think BYU.
BYU is a very tough team.
Yeah,
BYU is a very tough team.
It's not that I don't believe Colorado can beat them. It's more of a coaching philosophy difference makes them a bad matchup for BYU. BYU.
I think BYU or Iowa State is gonna be our toughest conference games.
Yeah, so I got y'all beat. The style of play and the coaching philosophy and the way BYU, I think it's a bad matchup for Colorado. It's more finesse over at Colorado, and BYU is more physical, fundamental, fucking San Antonio Spurs, pick and roll and shot off the backboard. BYU's not really going to make too many mistakes. Colorado, believe it or not, is probably young this year with production-wise. So I got BYU winning. So that's 2 losses.
3-2. 3-2.
TCU. I have
just know we still wide receiver U now. We still
but
we still got them boys out there.
I got the beating TCU, but TCU gonna be wanting that get back, bro.
Yeah,
People don't forget. They don't want that get back, bro. They need that straightening, Larry.
Bro,
that first game of the Deion era.
This is the issue with the Big 12 because like all of these games could be toss ups. Like, so I mean, so they lost to BYU. I'll give them. I'll give them TCU. I'll give them
4-3.
100. What's the record?
4-3.
Absolutely losing to Iowa State.
4-4.
Losing to Utah.
Where all these losses coming from?
Buddy. You've lost to Georgia Tech. You lost to BYU, and you've lost to Iowa State, and you lost to Utah.
We not losing to Utah.
I
don't know. We're not. I'll say this.
Oh, man.
I'll say this. We're not going to use to both Utah and BYU. We're going to beat one of them.
I'll give you BYU.
We can go 1-1 in one of them in them games.
I'll give you Utah because y'all do be beating Utah. I don't know how, but y'all. But like Josh, you just said that they're not turning the ball over, so they should be better.
They should be better. They're not going to be turning the ball over.
Okay, so we'll give them that. So that's one win. TCU, that's 2. Wyoming, that's 3. Houston, that's 4. Delaware, that's 5. So that makes you 5, and Georgia Tech's 1 loss. BYU's 2. Iowa State's 3. So you're 5-3. Arizona fucking sucks. 6-3. West Virginia fucking sucks too. But they supposed to be better this year. Is it home?
It's at West Virginia.
We got to go out there. So that's a hard one because you're going out there.
That's a hard. I'm giving you a loss on that. They're gonna be primed and ripped. Arizona State 6-5. And Kansas State. So you
got us losing to Arizona State?
Yes, sir.
I do.
And
yes,
I also so I have to sit.
Listen, Arizona
State bowl eligible.
Listen, Arizona State has probably a top 3 coach in the conference, probably. But
I got them winning West Virginia, so 7-5.
No, sir. You're losing that game.
Dude, do y'all realize that Arizona State lost 80% of their offense?
They did, but they got their quarterback back. I think
he ain't do shit.
But he's a veteran quarterback. I do think they're better than y'all, though.
What do you have them at, Chip? Where do you have them at?
FanDuel has the over-under at 6.5. That's plus money. The under is -180. So it's almost -200 for them to go under 6.5.
I'm betting on the over for sure.
Oh my God! Here we go. Go ahead, match Larry 100.
We not losing to the Cam Scatterbows.
Ship, go ahead, match Larry
without
100.
Cam Scatterbo.
I'm not doing. Let me hold on. It was something about. Let's see how many returning starters. Let's pull it up. Let's go here. Hold on. Let's see. I had it with. I just said I saved it with Josh. I was looking at it today. Got it right here. So, Arizona State. Let's see. Oh, that's Arizona. Okay, they don't have. That was Iowa State I was looking at. So, yeah, so you're going to be right on the fringe of 6 wins or 7 wins. Colorado has 8. That's one of the lowest. SMU. I swear I thought I saw Arizona State. West Virginia only got 3 returning starters. So they might beat West Virginia. Arizona State has the most returning starters in college football, 17. You're not beating Arizona State. And they got the receiver back, I think. The one that let's see. No, I think did he go to the league? They got their whole defensive line coming back. That's very important. So I have you losing to.
Now they got. You talking about the receiver that they got from Colorado?
Nah, the other boy. Is that him? Is that the one that played he got hurt towards the back end of the. He was going crazy.
So what do you got him going, Larry?
Okay, let me look at the schedule. Okay,
yeah,
Georgia
let me go ahead
Tech,
and get ready to clip this shit.
That's going to be a tough one. So I'll say Georgia Tech might be a toss-up. BYU
that ain't no fucking toss-up.
Might be a toss-up. Iowa State
ain't no fucking toss.
Might be a toss-up. So this is the thing about
You was
the Big 12, man. The Big 12 is hard. Like
I know. I know. This is what
looking at this schedule, I see okay, Kansas State, Arizona State, Utah, Iowa State, BYU, and then even TCU can get a little tricky sometimes, right? That's 6 conference games. That's like right?
That's even with the Georgia Tech, because I just did that in my head. There's 7 games where I could literally be like, oh snap, Colorado go 5-7.
That's why they got. That's why FanDuel's got you at 6-5. That's literally half. Because
But if we win 3 of them games where you say we can go 5-7, we're 8-4, right there.
No, you're not. You're not getting 8-4.
I got best 7-5.
Best case scenario goes. There's no way that you're going 8-4 because the roster last year was better and you went 9-3.
The roster wasn't better last year.
Man, you're fucking crazy.
I'll tell you this.
So you got 8-4.
The offensive line.
Long as Travis is your door there, I don't give a fuck if you had Jeremiah Smith, and that roster is better. As long as Travis and Shedeur is there.
That's true. I give you that. That's 2 heavily weighted pieces. But the offensive line is actually going to be a lot better this year.
They are.
And that very well might be true. You
the
might
defensive
play more
line
is
even better this year.
You might play what's the phrase they say? Less is more. It's plenty of us. So that might be the scenario with y'all. Less is more. It's plenty. But I don't see that being the issue. I don't see that being the case here. I do have you winning at best 7 wins. You're taking a 2-game drop off. 2 games.
Larry got him 8-4. I already got him pegged.
I got him at 6 wins.
6-6. I got him at 6-6, 7-5.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best of the negotiation. That's the best I can do for you. Is 7-5. That means you stole. If you go 7-5, that means you.
That means they won. They beat West Virginia.
Yeah, they beat West Virginia. Who does Kansas State got their people coming back?
Yes, sir. Nick Avery and the running back that used to be at Colorado, Everett.
And the quarterback, right?
Yeah, that's Nick. That's the Avery kid.
But the problem was not them. The problem was Giddens, and he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, he's definitely gone. Giddens.
That's why I didn't just say Kansas State.
I think Edwards is ready.
Edwards can't do what Giddens was.
Yeah, I don't think he can do it. But the swing game, the screen shit.
He was going bananas.
Giddens was tough. I mean, NFL running back.
Let's see. If Larry puts $100 down on the plus, that will give you 146 because it's plus 146.
So it'll be 246 coming back.
Yeah, 246. Your money.
I'm gonna put 1,000 down on my guys.
Oh no. All right. All right,
bruh. Hey, put that shit in on Ship Phone so we can look at that shit every day. Because I know for a fact you gonna put the screenshot. Because after that Georgia Tech game, that cash out will be low. It's gonna be $20.
That shit gonna be like $200, bro.
Oh man,
there's no way if they win 7 games, bro, they put a rabbit out their ass if they won 7 games, boy.
And what they got it at 6.5?
8. Oh my, 8. We're talking
8. I want Dion up for Coach of the Year.
If you win 8 games with that roster this year and that schedule, you're definitely in the mix for the Big Ten championship. You're in the mix for the playoffs because the Big 12 is going to eat each other up. That's why we're not even doing their schedule because all Arizona. So let's just take out the boo-boo teams. Arizona stinks. West Virginia stinks. Houston stinks. One could say Colorado stinks, but we'll keep them in there. And then you put all the teams, Arizona State, Colorado, Utah, Iowa State, and BYU all in a mix and just bunch them up. At any given day, depending on what the schedule is, what time the game is, what the narrative of the game, any of them motherfuckers can lose. So if it's a BYU, if Colorado or Arizona State or somebody, Utah is going to BYU at 10:30 at night on a Friday or Saturday night, more than likely they're going to fucking lose. If BYU is going to Colorado at a 12 p.m. game, big noon kickoff, they can lose that game. If Arizona State is going to Utah in the fucking December in a night game, they can lose that game. So it's just so much in the Big 12 that factors in. Somebody can get hurt or somebody can get rolling. We've seen this with Kansas.
The Big 12 is the most interesting conference in college football.
So it's hard to be like, it's so middle heavy where
we haven't even talked about Texas Tech.
Well, you know how I feel about them. Show me.
They're definitely got to show me.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It's a lot of teams they got to show me. Illinois, they're in the Big Ten, but it's a lot of teams that's in that show me category.